This is it, the ultimate helmet for sport and road rider alike, the RX7V Evo. Arai's state-of-the-art design, in terms of everything, protection, ventilation, comfort, aerodynamics and fit. The culmination of intense research and development at the forefront of the MotoGP and WSBK championships, taking in feedback from the very top of the podium, plus the experience earned through 4 decades of leading at the legendary Isle of Man TT. Handmade in Japan by men and women dedicated to one goal: protection. In fact, if you were to pull off the pads and look at the naked shell inside, you'd find out which craftsperson proudly put their name to it. And here's another thing to know: we design and want all our helmets to be visually stunning. But beyond style, it's what lies beneath that really matters. Every single aspect of every Arai helmet is carefully considered and proven to aid in protection or enhance comfort. There is a science behind the shape, construction, and working parts. First, it's important to understand the basics of what a helmet has to do. In the event of an impact, energy is created. The role of a helmet is to appropriately manage this impact energy to protect the rider's head. Absorption of energy is one key element. The outer shell deforms, while the cells of the inner EPS liner crush. This destructive process dissipates the impact energy. However, in this stage, even the best helmet has a limit to how much energy it can absorb. So, what is it about an Arai helmet that adds a layer of protective ability? As you'd expect, there's more than one thing. Let's go beneath the surface and see just what makes the RX7V Evo the ultimate Arai. The first thing to understand, we call it glancing off. Glancing off ability lies at the core of our design philosophy and drives the shape of every Arai outer shell, and starts at the very top with the RX7V Evo. You've seen it on a TV close-up and on many of our helmets, R75, or smooth and round. R75 is a continuous convex curve with a minimum radius of 75 millimeters. This is how and why it works. Most impacts happen while the rider is moving forward. At the moment a helmet is impacted, if struck off center, it can slide on the crash surface, minimizing the impact energy that might otherwise transfer to the rider's head. When you combine energy absorption and glancing off ability, the potential to protect the head can be increased, even in extreme situations with high energy levels, the sort of speeds and thus energy levels normally found at the racetrack. The RX7V Evo looks like it does for a reason other than fashion, and it looks the way it does because it works, along with every other design component and detail, to allow the RX7V Evo to offer its wearer the best protection. Smooth and round, and glancing off. Keep these words in mind as we look at other components and details of the RX7V Evo. A tough, strong and rigid outer shell is integral to the RX7V Evo's protective ability, and reinforces glancing off performance by maintaining integrity through repeated impacts over split seconds of time. It's a complex construction made from a peripherally belted structural net composite, PBSNC², using Arai's F1 technology. The peripheral belt maximizes shell strength and reduces flexibility in the most critical area of a helmet, above the eye port. Positioned across the top of the eye port, this band allows the use of a thinner EPS liner to enhance the upward field of view, especially appreciated in a full racing tug. Our variable axis system, VAS, lowers the visor mounting position, yielding an average of an additional 24 millimeters above both temple areas over our previous system. This creates a smoother shape in an area critical for high glancing off performance. Structural net composite adds a physical bond to the resin bond of the many layers of fibers and reinforcing materials within the shell. Cutting-edge Z-mixture resins increases material adhesion, requiring less resin for a stronger bond between materials for a thinner and lighter shell. So, the RX7V Evo has a smooth round shape for glancing off and a strong outer shell for strength. Now we come to the third main factor in its protective ability, the softer absorption liner. Our one-piece multi-density EPS liner is tuned to make the best of the shell's glancing off ability. because its density varies according to the potential impact energies in different areas of the helmet. It's the only design like it in the world and fine-tuned to the RX7V Evo for ultimate performance. The RX7 has always been the benchmark racing helmet. The RX7V Evo, apart from accumulated improvements under the skin, looks identical. Because it is. The difference? ECE R2206 approval. And this is yet another really important point to note for any rider or racer interested in ultimate protection. Even after meeting required standards which represent the current benchmark of the time, Arai does not rest of those achievements, but continues to pursue advances in rider protection. Never waiting for the next benchmark to come, Arai looks to find even the smallest improvements, which is often why Arai is quick to satisfy the latest standards. Our shell shape, smoother and rounder, is essential for maximum glancing off performance and proven over decades. And alongside a stronger outer shell construction to glance off impact energy, passes the ECE R2206 requirement without modification. Of course, outer shell strength has always been integral to an Arai's construction. An anti-penetration test has long been part of our in-house testing criteria. Year on year, we accumulate and combine improvements to maximizing glancing off, each of which is present in our ECE R2206 approved helmet designs. We presented the RX7V Evo, and it gained homologation thanks to its round, smooth and strong shell design, or simply by being an Arai RX7V Evo. Racers love the RX7's ability to keep them cool, no matter how hot the laps get. New lowered side air channels improve extraction from the cheek pad area to side ducts, also reducing noise. The center top vent and diffuser system circulate huge volumes of air and are easily controllable while riding. The diffuser and all external components are designed to break away in case of impact, promoting the glancing off ability off the shell. Brow vents allow fresh air to the forehead area without compromise to a critical area of shell strength, while the dual pivot chin vent circulates air and helps keep the visor clear. The RX7V Evo offers peerless fit and comfort thanks to a softer frameliner material. To offer a snugger fit, the facial contour system, FCS, works with a foam spring, providing the necessary support on your jawbone without excessive pressure on the soft parts of your cheeks. And to keep things fresher for longer, the antimicrobial liner material helps maintain neutral acidity levels close to human skin and antibacterial consumption. And we know things can happen. The Emergency Release System, ERS, allows easier access to an injured rider. By pulling the orange tabs integrated in the pads, the cheek pads slide out, making helmet removal easier for trained medical personnel and rescuers, minimizing the risk of additional injury. Most riders put an Arai on and are instantly happy. However, an RX7V Evo wearer can obtain a fully customized fit if required. The cheek pads have been redesigned and are easily removable, from the backside first, for cleaning or replacement with a different thickness. Peel-away temple crown pads give the option of a combined increase of 10 mm interior width. The neck roll can also be replaced or removed completely. The RX7V Evo is designed for high speed. To reduce wind noise and aid in hot air extraction, the chin curtain simultaneously blocks air intrusion and increases negative pressure. It's also removable. The adjustable air wing is MotoGP and WSBK tested. It reduces drag and buffeting while improving stability. As the shape of Arai helmets closely match the organic shape of the human head, the visor must also follow this form. Therefore, the radius of the Arai shield is not constant, following the smooth egg-shaped form of the shell for better glancing off capability. This shape is not easy or cheap to produce, but as with everything Arai, every aspect of helmet design is carefully considered in the constant pursuit of gains in protection. There is a difference with Arai, and while the RX7V Evo tops our range, you'll find the difference in every single helmet we make. It's the combination of every single piece of design, no matter how large, small, or even invisible, working on behalf of the rider. Now you know what makes the RX7V Evo so special, and why it matters. Because what we protect is priceless.